Well, welcome to today's presentation. One of the big things that business owners often find themselves is in a place where they want people to find them online. Well, there's a great opportunity that the search engines give you to be found online, but you have to really set it up to make it work. And what we're talking about today is how to get your business on the Google 3-pack and why it matters. Here's what we're going to be talking about today in this presentation. Why should I care if my business is on the Google Local 3-pack? We're going to talk about why that's a real important question and what you need to do as a business owner. How can I get my business on the Google Local 3-pack? How do I manage my Google My Business profile? How do I get more of those 5-star reviews that make me shine and people create a trust, know, like, and trust factor because they can see what other people are saying? How to keep an eye on your local SEO, how to run local search ads, and how to get found on the Google 3-pack. We're going to jump right in that today. Hi, my name is Dean Renfro. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of my own company, Your Marketing Doctor, and we're here to help you leverage your business, your time, your energy, and your resources so you can do what you do, that's make more profit, by letting us do what we do, and that's helping you. So let's just jump right in today. Why should I care if my business is on the Google Local 3-pack? You may not even be aware what that is. I know you've seen it. If you've ever looked for anything online and locally as a business, you've seen it. You might not have understood what it was. Let's talk about it. For local businesses, prior to the local pack, there were just two main ways to show up on the first page of Google. Local pay-per-click, that's where you paid for ads, and local SEO. That's meaning that you had done quite a bit of extensive adjustments to your website that allowed you to naturally rank for something that somebody would type in the Google search bar to find locally. With the addition of the Google Local Pack, you now have three potential ways you can show up on the first page of Google for relevant local searches, and that's just something that can't be ignored. Plus, as a bonus, a local SEO strategy can contribute to getting your business listed in the 3-pack. And we'll go over that more in detail in just a moment. Additionally, the Google 3-pack shows up in the first position on Google 93% of the time. That's a pretty good odd of being found when someone is doing a local search for a product or service that you offer. For small businesses, getting on one of those three spots is absolutely critical. It can be the difference between barely generating any leads from Google and having more than you can handle. It's just the psychology of people who search. When they see that, that's where their eyes are drawn to. Why? Because Google makes it very appealing to the searcher to go to that box where these businesses are. And of course, it creates the opportunity for people to connect to your business. So how can you get your business on the Google Local 3-pack? Well, there's some things that are involved. There's no surefire organic, that is unpaid way to get your business listed on the Google 3-pack, but there are some steps you can take to increase your chances of showing up there. Not everybody that's listed in the 3-pack has paid their way. It's just in some cases, they've done all the right work and they've positioned themselves in a place where they can get seen. We're going to share these three tips with your business to how you can show up organically in the local pack. One tip that requires a little bit of a budget. So how do you manage your Google My Business profile? Now, it used to be called Google Maps, and then it got changed to Google My GMB, Google My Business. Now it's just called Business Profile. So it's changed names several times. And sometimes I think that leads to confusion for business owners. They hear it and they go, I don't know what that is. And then when you show it to them, it's, oh, I have that. So don't get confused by Google's changing the titles. We're still all talking about the same thing. So the Google 3-pack shows maps results from Google My Business. So one of the most reliable ways to increase your chances of snagging one of those coveted spaces is by claiming and optimizing your Google My Business profile. And that, of course, involves a step. Google allows you to add a wealth of information that is useful to users and in turn will help you get seen in the local pack. If you haven't already set up and claimed your Google My Business listing, that's going to be your first step. To claim your Google My Business listing, just simply go to google.com/business, click Manage Now, and just follow through those prompts. When you do that, you're going to be able to set up your Google business, because once it's claimed, you'll be able to optimize that listing. And what I mean by claimed is they're going to send you a card in the mail with a code on it. You're going to enter that code, and then they're going to verify that it's really you, and then you are able to optimize your listing. So how do you want to do that? How do you want to optimize your listing? First of all, make sure all the information on your Google My Business listing is accurate, especially your location, since this is one of the main ways Google determines which businesses show in local. And what I mean by that is if your address is 12345 Main Street, and street spelled out, then when you enter it, it needs to be 1234 Main Street spelled out. If it's ST, if that's how the post office lists it, that's okay. And so that's important to make sure that the information is correct. If your business is listed as a corporation and it has the Inc. or the LLC at the end of that listing, and that's how your business is listed, make sure you do that. Don't leave that information out. If you have a main phone number, but you're thinking, oh, I want them to call another number. Well, if that main phone number is listed, then you need to make sure you use a phone number that's listed. And so oftentimes all those things happen, and Google gets confused because it can't figure it out because you didn't give it good information. Add your business categories. This helps Google source the correct business types for local search. So if you're a retail store, you want to choose retail, and if you have a particular category in that retail and Google has that shown, you want to put that there. So if it's clothing, retail, clothing. Understand how that works. It's pretty simple, but a lot of businesses never do this. You also want to check that your Google My Listing information directly matches the information on your website. Okay, so when you put your URL in the Google My Business, it's going to go look at your website, and you want that to be the same. So if on your website somewhere you have your business address listed and a phone number, Google looks at that and says, these don't match, so this must not be the same business, when in reality it was. So you want to make sure they match, and that's just an important step. We want to help you understand Google also operates in the Google My Business on those 5-star reviews. That's what having a Google My Business listing gets for you, is the ability to get reviews. Not only do many people search for businesses near me, but they also search for the best businesses. They use that term, near me and best. Best roofer, roofer near me, plumber near me, dog groomer near me, tax accountant near me. That's the best tax accountant in the name of town. That's how they go about doing it. When a user searches for something like best spa in Philadelphia, Google will display a maps result for businesses with a 5-star rating of 4 or above on the Google My Business listing. So those stars become real important when people type in certain keywords, because Google wants to show what they have determined you're looking for by the keywords that you use or the phrases that you type into the Google search. So even if your spa is closer to the searcher, your business might not make the 3-pack if you have a 3.9 star rating on your Google My Business. Or you might get beat out by somebody who has only 3 or 4 or 5 stars, and you might have 10 or 15 stars, but they don't get you up above the 4-pack, the 4-star rating. So it's important that you understand how the Google review process works, and that's all done through Google My Business page. It's important to get reviews on your Google My Business profile to help you increase your chances of showing up in the local pack, because a good reputation is important for your business. That's what Google is looking for, and that's what people who are wanting to do business are looking for. What is the reputation of this business? They may not know your business, and they're looking for businesses that have a good reputation. There's also times when the content from your reviews shows up on Google along with your Google My Business profile. When you look at examples of the local pack, you can see it mentions best. Why? Because that's what Google has determined that this profile is all about. The best whatever, the best pizza in this town, the best, the best med spa in this town, the best whatever. It determines that. And so you will see that. Once you get reviews, make sure that your responses to your customers is important, that you care, that you have a conversation with them in your reviews, because Google will show that to people. Oh, you responded to this. Here's what you said. Here's the answer you gave. And oftentimes that answer will have key phrases in it that people are searching for. Google will show that to people based on your responses. It's important. So if you feel stuck when it comes to getting those reviews, use these quick tips. Number one, get in the habit of asking or reminding happy customers to leave a review for you on Google. Say, hey, would you leave us a review, and make it easy for them to do that. Include a link in your Google My Business listing as a request for reviews in your email communication. Just put a line there with a link straight to your review page, and ask people, hey, leave us a review. If you've had a good experience, leave a review. If you enjoyed the product, leave us a review. If our service person did a great job, leave us a review. Ask for it. Normally what you find is people don't go out of their way to do something that they're not asked to do, because let's face it, they got what they needed, they got what they came for, they got what they searched, and oftentimes they're not thinking about the next step. That's your job as a business owner. And then add a link to your Google My Business listing on any of your testimonial pages on your website. So customers are encouraged to leave a review after reading positive mentions of your company. So that's a real important key feature. Tie your website to your Google My Business page via your review page, so that when people read something or find something on your website, they go, oh, I'm going to leave a review for that because I bought that, or I had that service, or I used that and I had a good experience, or I really like this company, whatever it is. And it makes it easy for them to do it. If they have to hunt for it, if they have to search for it, if it's difficult, oftentimes they never get to it, because, hey, guess what? Your customer, your client, your patient, they're busy too. And they move on. How do you run local search ads? Local search ads can really help your business. And this is not a very expensive process. We're not talking about thousands of dollars. Optimizing your SEO and your Google My Business page listing for the 3-pack is important, but you also can run a paid ad to get your business listed there. Through local search ads on Google, there is an opportunity for your business to serve a local pay-per-click ad in the 3-pack. It'll serve it up. It'll put it right there. In order to show up in the Google My 3-pack with your paid-per-click ad, there are a few steps you need to take. Here they are. Number one, you go to your Google ad platform. It's an extension. You enable it. Second, you set up or optimize your Google My Business listing, right? You bid by location using location targeting. That's how it kind of works. You optimize your keywords to include the location. So it could be something like we said before, Medi Spa, Philadelphia, or veterinarian, Tomball, or any other keyword that you want to use. Things that people would look for: pet care, emergency clinic, tax accountant, and you put the location there. So that's important, because it helps Google to show it to people who make that kind of search. How do you get found in the 3-pack? Well, it's important for your business to invest in a strong SEO and local PPC strategy no matter what by using these tips. And you can increase your chances of appearing in the Google 3-pack and boost your visibility for local searches. And the process, I think, important to this is what's a customer, what's a client, what's a patient worth to you? In other words, if you get them, how much more profit return are you going to get than if you didn't get them? And I think when you look at that, you'll find that this is a pretty simple and easy way to pursue this. You might consider finding a marketing partner to help you execute these strategies and keep up with the ever-changing Google algorithm. That's what gets people frustrated. Google changes stuff all the time. And it's not a ploy. What it really is about is, as their algorithm runs and people engage with it, they learn things. And so they want to give the user what they're looking for. So they have to adjust the algorithm when it shows this is how people are searching. But if you don't change with it, then you drop off and you're not found. And it can be very frustrating. So to recap, here's the 4 main ways you can show up in the Google Local Pack. Manage your Google My Business listing. In other words, get it all worked out. Get 5-star reviews. Prioritize local SEO. And run local search ads. Again, my name is Dean Renfro. I'm Chief Marketing Officer with Your Marketing Doctor. We're here to help you. We're here to help your business leverage your time, energy, and resources so you can do what you do, that is make more profit, while letting us do what we do, and that's make your business more profitable by leveraging your time, your energy, and your resources. Have a great day. We hope to see you on our